Welcome to What's Hot in UAE, your go-to online magazine for all things cool in our cities. Whether you're a fan of massive concerts, exclusive sneaker drops, buzzing nightlife, the latest in crypto trends, or the latest in lifestyle, we've got you covered. From the hottest events to the coolest hidden gems, we bring you the inside scoop on everything happening in the scene. So, let's dive into some of what's happening this week right here on What's Hot in UAE. Let's get started.
You know, when you said UAE entertainment scene, I pictured I don't know, luxury shopping, yeah. But thumping nightclubs and massive music festivals, not so much. But this PDF you send over, total eye-opener.
It's wild, right?
Totally. So luckily, expert speaker is here to help us break it all down. So what's the deal? What's fueling this whole entertainment explosion in the UAE?
It's fascinating, isn't it? It goes way beyond just putting on a good show. They're using entertainment to completely reshape their global image. It's a strategy.
Okay, so paint a picture for us. We all know Dubai and Abu Dhabi as these gleaming hubs for business and luxury. But this PDF is saying they're gunning to be the next global entertainment destination. How did that happen?
Yeah, they're not just following a trend, they're creating one. It's very deliberate. Think about it. When you picture those iconic skylines now, you're also starting to imagine those after-race concerts at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix with Beyonce or Travis Scott. That's not an accident.
No, not at all. And speaking of unexpected experiences, can we talk about these super clubs? This PDF is describing venues unlike anything I've ever seen. Forget those velvet ropes and bottle service cliches. This is different.
Oh, yeah.
They've got this place, Gate 2 at Iris in Dubai. It sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie.
It's a perfect example of how the UAE leverages its existing reputation for luxury. They know what people already associate them with, the opulence, the high-end experiences, and they're weaving that into the nightlife.
So it's like they're saying, sure, we have 7-star hotels, but wait till you see our nightclubs.
Exactly.
But then they completely flip the script with this other place, Terra Solis, also in Dubai, and it's this sprawling desert oasis, total boho chic vibe, like a permanent music festival, with obviously top-tier DJs.
Now that's clever.
Yeah.
They're tapping into this whole global fascination, right? With exotic desert landscapes, but they're adding this layer of curated luxury and a top-notch music experience. It's about selling a feeling, a lifestyle, as much as it is about the music.
So they're offering these really distinct vibes, catering to different tastes. But one thing that unites it all, at least from this PDF, is the sheer scale. Massive venues, huge international performers.
Well, yeah.
It's a whole production.
It's about making a statement. The UAE isn't dipping their toes into the pool here, they're diving in head first.
And nothing says we've arrived, like snagging the biggest names in music for those Abu Dhabi Grand Prix after-race concerts. This PDF lists past performers like The Weeknd, Travis Scott, Kendrick Lamar. It's literally a who's who of music royalty.
And this year's lineup? Just as impressive. Coldplay, Lizzo, the Foo Fighters, they're going all out.
It's working. Honestly, this PDF is making me want to book a flight just to experience it firsthand. But let's switch gears from high-octane racing to something a little more, well, still pretty high energy, actually. The UAE's booming festival scene.
Things get really interesting here.
Yeah, this PDF mentions a ton, but two really jumped out at me. First up, massive stages, pulsating lights, DJs spinning until dawn.
Ultra is huge for them. Instantly, they tap into this global network of EDM fans. It lends them credibility, and attracts a huge international crowd.
Not to mention all the social media buzz.
Exactly.
But then the second festival that caught my eye, Seoul DXB, takes a totally different approach. This one's all about that cool kid blend of music, streetwear, and culture.
It highlights how the UAE understands those niche markets. They're not just trying to appeal to everyone with these massive EDM spectacles. It's about curating specific experiences. And in this case, they've tapped into a hugely influential global subculture.
Which is so smart. They're not just chasing trends, they're understanding them, anticipating them even. But it's not just about bringing in those big international names. This PDF also talks about some incredibly talented, homegrown DJs and musicians making waves.
That's key. You can't just rely on imported talent. The UAE recognizes this, and they're actively nurturing their local artists, giving them a platform alongside those global superstars.
And we've got to talk about a few of these artists, like DJ Bliss. He's credited with bringing urban music to the forefront in the UAE. Plus, he's collaborated with some huge international acts.
He's a perfect example of how that local talent can shape, and evolve the soundscape. Adds another layer of authenticity.
Totally.
And then there's holophonic.
Don't even get me started on holophonic. This DJ duo has achieved international success, playing at massive festivals like Creamfields and Tomorrowland. To go from the UAE to those stages, huge.
It really makes you realize just how much talent there is worldwide. And the UAE is like giving these artists a global platform.
Yeah, it's like they're flipping the script, going from cultural importer to exporter, which, when you think about it, that's a brilliant way to solidify your place on the world stage.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've covered the clubs, the festivals, the A-list performers, the homegrown talent. But expert speaker, this wouldn't be a deep dive without the so what. What's the bigger picture here? This PDF mentions tourism, but how is this entertainment boom truly impacting the UAE?
You're right, the tourism boost is huge. People are flocking to the UAE for these experiences, filling hotels, spending money, but it goes way deeper than that. Think about the image this projects to the world. Modern, dynamic nation embracing global trends, offering a taste of everything.
Which, let's be honest, kind of challenges some preconceived notions people might have about the region.
Exactly. This whole entertainment strategy, it's incredibly effective at shaping global perceptions. And it attracts not just tourists, right? Investors, entrepreneurs, creative talent, people who might now consider the UAE a viable place to work, to live, to invest.
Wow. So it's not just about packing nightclubs and concert venues. It's about transforming the UAE into a global destination on multiple levels.
Precisely. They're weaving themselves into the fabric of the global entertainment industry. And in doing so, they're redefining their place in the world.
That's incredible. This PDF has given me so much to think about. What else jumps out as part of this intentional strategy?
Well, look at the diversity. You've got everything from those high-energy EDM festivals to more niche cultural events like Seoul DXB, luxurious super clubs, and then intimate music venues. There's something for everyone, regardless of taste or budget.
It's true. They've cast a pretty wide net. They're making sure they appeal to a broad spectrum of interests.
Right. That's a smart move. It reduces their reliance on any single market segment. Plus, they've made sure the infrastructure is in place to support it all. State-of-the-art venues, a world-class airport, seamless visa processes for tourists. They're removing any barriers to entry.
So they're making it as easy as possible for people to come and experience what the UAE has to offer. But let's get real for a second. Is it all sunshine and roses? Are there potential downsides to this rapid entertainment explosion?
That's always the question with rapid growth, isn't it? There are always challenges to consider.
Okay, spill the tea. What should we be watching out for?
Well, maintaining this momentum. It requires constant innovation. They can't just rest on their laurels. To stay ahead of the curve, they'll need to keep pushing boundaries, attract even bigger names, create these really unique experiences.
Which, in that region, that can be tricky. There are cultural sensitivities to navigate, right?
Absolutely. It's a constant balancing act.
Yeah.
Another challenge is making sure this growth benefits local communities.
Right.
Not just international investors or large corporations.
Right.
Supporting local artists, businesses, making sure they have a seat at the table. That's going to be crucial.
Ensuring everyone benefits from this boom, not just a select few.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And of course, there's the environmental impact. Large-scale events, no matter how amazing, can have a significant carbon footprint. The UAE has made some commendable strides in sustainability, but they'll need to keep innovating in that area as well.
Finding ways to keep the party going but do it sustainably benefits everyone in the long run. It's a complex equation, but from what we've seen in this PDF, the UAE seems to be approaching it thoughtfully. It's amazing how, something that started with us talking about nightclubs and festivals has become this whole discussion about, global economics, cultural diplomacy, and sustainability.
It just shows you, entertainment is never just entertainment.
Right.
It's a lens to view those broader societal shifts, ambitions even.
So from what we've seen in this PDF, it seems like the UAE is really playing the long game here. And winning. But, I have to ask, what's next? What should we be watching for in the future of the UAE's entertainment scene?
That's the million-dollar question. I think we'll see them continue to push boundaries, defy expectations. Imagine major film festivals partnering with the UAE, or even Broadway caliber productions finding a home in the desert.
For Broadway show, but with a backdrop of sand dunes and futuristic skyscrapers.
Yep.
Sign me up. That would be incredible.
Right, or think about esports.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
UAE already has this thriving gaming community, and with esports exploding globally, it seems like such a natural fit.
And those cutting-edge venues we talked about, perfect setting for those kinds of events. The visual possibilities. Mind-blowing. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah.
But I have to say, after this deep dive, I'm really excited to see what they do next.
Me too. And that's the biggest takeaway for me. The UAE isn't just following trends, they're setting them. It's a fascinating case study, like how to build a global entertainment destination from scratch.
You've given us so much to think about, from like desert raves and Grammy-winning headliners to the future of global entertainment. This deep dive has been quite a ride. Now it's your turn to weigh in, listeners. What part of the UAE's entertainment scene intrigues you the most? Let us know. We'll see you in the next episode for another deep dive.